19th of March, I opened this bottle. It's the Talisker 11-year-old with the jellyfish on it. And as I recall, it didn't really impress me all that much. And now I thought, okay, let's give it 6 months to open up, to get better, to reach its potential. So now on the 23rd of September, I'm going to try it again. Now, I have put a dent in it. You know, every so often I would come and have a dram. But I'll let you know what my impression of it is now. If I recall correctly, it was not a cheap bottle. And it's like Diageo marketing. Now they're coming out with some new ones that are more expensive, special releases. And I received a notification from one of the retailers in Alberta that they have some of these new releases. And they're $200 a bottle. I don't know. This is coming across to me like some kind of a Game of Thrones marketing push, like they did a few years back. Where let's sell middle of the road, underwhelming whiskey for premium prices. Okay. And laugh all the way to the bank? I don't know. Okay. I'm getting a briny sea spray. I'm getting a hint. Well, a little more than a hint. I'm getting some earthy peat. Earthy, medicinal peat. Peat smoke. Would I go so far as to say that there's a hint of citrus in there? Yes. There is a hint of citrus. So citrus, sea spray, earthy peat. Am I getting much else from it? Well, at least it has a jellyfish on the label. Smells pretty good. Okay. That's quite intense and hot. It's 55.1% ABV after all. I'm going to have another sip, a smaller sip. And then maybe I'll add a bit of water to it. Because that is potent. And I think that the strength of it takes away from the enjoyment of the flavors that I'm getting on the nose. Mixing it with a bunch of saliva, I get pears, and on the palate I get some of that saltiness, some of that sea spray, but I'm not getting so much smoke. Although it is there, it's more briny than it is peaty and smoky. A little bit of citrus. Yeah. Okay, do that again. Yeah. Bit of sea spray, quite a lot of sea spray, some brininess, some citrus. Yes, definitely citrus. And not so much smoke and not so much peat. Although the peat does come in a bit on the finish, whereas the palate is mostly citrus and sea spray. Towards the end, I'm getting some of that. Some of that earthy peat. I don't know. After enjoying a lot of whiskeys from Islay that have a stronger peat, this kind of leaves me thinking that it could be so much better than what it is. I remember having had other Taliskers at a somewhat lower ABV and finding them more satisfying. I'm going to add some water. Hopefully not too much. Just a bit. And I'm going to see what I get out of it. Maybe that will just water it down. Earthy peat on the nose. Bit of that briny sea spray. Not much else. I dig a little deeper. There's a bit of citrus with the earthy peat. Now, what do I get on the palate? Oh, a lot more citrus. Lemon and orange. The addition of water Really brings the citrus out. Makes it less peaty and less smoky. Still somewhat briny, but really adding water brings the citrus notes out. Oh yeah. Very much citrus. Lots and lots of citrus. Just lots of citrus. That's what I get now with the addition of water. If you like oranges and lemons, the addition of water makes this a nice orange and lemon cocktail. I don't think it was worth what I paid for it. I don't think time has improved this one so much. I find that despite the high ABV, there's no complexity here. There's no complexity. There's just some salt spray, some citrus, a bit of smoke. That's it. Here you go. I'm getting less and less enchanted with these Diageo releases as I go on. Maybe it's better to just stick with the core range. It's a little bit like Ardbeg, where Ardbeg, you got the Ugadal, you got the Corey Vrecken, you got the 10-year-old. That's your core range. And then you've got things like, what was it called? The Black, and you've got the Ardcore, and you've got the, what else? You got a whole bunch of these special releases. What are some of the others? Perpetuum was another one. Then there was the Dark Cove was the best of them. And a lot of them were just expensive and not worth the money when you compare them to the core range of 10-year-old, the Corey Vrecken, and the Ugadal. So I don't know. I don't think I'm going to jump to the rest of these special releases from Diageo. I don't think I'm going to jump for them, because this, to me, is missing something. It's definitely missing complexity. And so I conclude that this one was not worth it. Slanchova.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food quick.
Yeah.